What's up, mother boys? It's Backrod Man and I'm white.
Hey YouTube, it's Russ from Russ's Rad Reviews, and today we have a live album to go over with you, and I've got John here to help me do it. So let's get right into this. This is Kiss Alive from 1975. This record is amazing! And Mr. May, you know, if you're going to leave a dislike, just do it now, because we're going to give this thing so much love. It's amazing. John, you want to talk about the cover?
Well, the cover is a solid 10 out of 10. We're already getting to the rating. It's a 10 out of 10. Gene looks amazing. I don't know what Paul's doing. I don't care about Paul. Peter's like back there. Peter's like, and then Ace. Like, Ace deserves to be in the middle. Like, why do you think the guitar's right here, where it should be? Okay, come on.
You open this thing up, right, and you get this double gatefold, right, with this picture booklet that we'll talk, you know, about in a little bit. But you've got notes from each of the band members, which if you read it, like, they're creepy. They're pretty creepy, but like, look at this. Look at that stuff. You got pictures, and like, remember back in '75, you didn't have the internet, so this is what you got. You know, 6-year-olds, 10-year-olds, you were looking around at this Kiss stuff, and you're like, man, these guys are superheroes. Really simple here. But then you flip it over to the back, right, and you get a picture, and there's someone signed this because I bought it on eBay, so just deal with me here. It shows the energy in that room, right? I mean, you got your Casablanca, you know, logo here, and your Rocksteady Production logo there. I mean, you've got the band here, your 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, track listings. And I mean, this thing deserves a 10 because you open up in here, right? I mean, look at that. I mean, it doesn't have Kiss on it, but it's still freaking cool. You know what I mean? It's blank, so it's like, oh, what's going on here?
This looks pretty cool. I don't know if I dig the pink, but it still looks nice. And then you open it up, and I mean, you just have some awesome pictures, like that Gene picture. Oof.
Really important to note that this was their last shot for fame, because when they produced this album, they were broke. The first 3 albums did not sell well until this album went big, because, you know, people were like, well, you know, they don't sound like they do live. You know, they sound different on the record than they do live, and it's all about the live show. Had this not worked, Kiss, we wouldn't be doing this review right now. You know, and I've had people, you know, get in arguments with me that like, well, the Kiss Alive album isn't even good, and they always compare AC/DC Live to it, and it's like, AC/DC Live came out in '92. The technology was better, the sound equipment was better, and it was, you know, this had never been done before. At this time in the music industry, a double live album was considered suicide for any artist. And then these guys were like, nah, this ain't suicide, and they what, go triple platinum or something? With that said, let's jump into these records, right? Because we already graded that 10 out of 10. Simple. So the cool thing about this album is it's a first pressing. So you get the original Dark Casablanca record label on it, and then you've got all your track listings and stuff. And this album's super thick too, because they knew that this album was going to be played a lot. I don't know, do you want to talk about each individual song briefly? Just go through them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we start with Deuce, and Deuce is a classic. I know you don't really like Deuce, right?
It's one of those songs where like it comes on and you just have to be in the mood, for at least for me, to listen to it. But like if you're like having one of those long days and you hear it, it's like you just the live version is so much better than the studio version. I mean, it's just,
I think the studio version is awesome, and then the live version is just even better.
yeah.
And then Strutter's a classic.
I love that song.
Got to Choose.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
It's fine. Whatever. Hotter Than Hell rules. Firehouse, classic.
Love that stuff.
Nothing to Lose, awesome. Come On and Love Me, classic. Parasite.
Oh!
And it goes from Parasite to She. Like, that could be the whole album. Like, the best songs on this album are Parasite, She.
On side 3, but we've got Watching You.
Ooh.
It's I mean, I can listen to it. The thing with this album is, even when we say it's one of those where you don't want to skip it, you just put it on and listen to it. You got 100,000 Years, which it's amazing. This track is 11 minutes and 52 seconds long, and if you don't believe me, look at this. Look, if you can see the groove on the vinyl, I don't know if John can edit that in, but it's like thick with 2 C's, and then you go into Black Diamond, good stuff, and then you flip it over to side 4, Rock Bottom,
yes,
good stuff, Cold Gin, gotta have it, Rock and Roll All Night, the concert staple, and then it goes into Let Me Go Rock and Roll, which, I mean, is the greatest way to end an album ever. I mean, it's so good.
But yeah, it's 10 out of 10. Almost.
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10. And then, what are we going to talk about now? How it holds up today?
It holds up. 10 out of 10.
When you hear Rock and Roll All Night on the radio, they don't play the studio version, they play this one. And this album led into Destroyer, those 3 albums, Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, and Love Gun, and then Alive 2. I mean, it kickstarted the Kiss, the Kiss juggernaut. So is it a 10? Is it a 10 for how it holds up today? In all honesty?
I'd probably give it a 9 because you have songs like Got to Choose is a great song, but it's not really that great.
Right. We're going to give it a 9. We'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll do a 9.
We'll give it a 9 for how it holds up today. So, alright, so with our final thoughts, now that the review's all over, we're going to wrap this up. And it's scored with what? About a 9? 9 and 3 quarters?
9.5.
9 and 3 quarters. Kiss is a love-hate thing. You either really like them or you don't. They think it's a gimmick with the makeup and stuff, but you can't deny how successful this album is. They're reprinting them, so I guess, is it worth buying a reprint? Yeah. If you plan on playing this record a lot and you're a real Kiss fan, I'd buy a reprint. This is an original pressing, and it's really in really good shape, but I would not even put it out of my consideration. I would definitely go buy a reprint if I didn't have this already.
This is good.